It's time for Cronch. And it's just me. Good morning. I need to taste this coffee before I talk about it, because I have not tried it yet. Oh, that's really good. That's really good coffee. So, I was on Target's website getting some different things that we needed that we hadn't gotten from the store, and they had Dunkin' Donuts K-Cups, but they were cinnamon nutmeg. And I was like, that sounds like something I would like. So I ordered them, and they are very good. And I accidentally put too much cream in my coffee. So I'm not thrilled about that part, but coffee's good. It's also like chilly up here. It's only 45 outside, and we had the heat off last night. So it just got as cold as it would with the weather outside, and it's cold this morning. Goodmere says, how are you, Mel? I'm good. Been doing good this week and getting stuff done. I mailed out Steam Gardens yesterday. And, ran to the post office to pick up mail. There's a lot of people at the post office. And there was some guy getting anxious. He was like, how many people are even working? Because it's a small post office. Normally they have one person at the desk. But because of the holidays, they have two. And someone's like, there's two people working. Both desks are open. And he goes, I can't wait on this. And he left. I know how to spell Compsus. You don't get post at your house. We get our personal mail at the house. We do not get vlog mail at the house. So we have to go get that. Doodlebrock says, I would have died with no heat on. It only got to like 62 inside, which my mom kept her house at 63 all winter when I was growing up. So I'm used to that, but like I can't deal with it anymore. Sakura Celica says, poor post office workers. Well, at least I didn't have to deal with that guy, because he was out in the hallway. They can only fit 3 people in their lobby at one time because it's so small. One person at each, like, checkout desk, and then one person back a little further. So, the guy didn't even get into the lobby. It was just the people in the hallway telling him. Sassy says, I see Steven has inhaled too much Cinedust. I don't know, he's still working on it. I got the toast ready and the butter ready because our butter's in the fridge to last longer. And so we have to like microwave it just like 10 seconds to make it soft. And he only had to push the toast down and microwave it. And that was like 8 minutes ago when he posted that tweet, so. As soon as says, the South changes your experience with temperature. Yeah. And my dad and Rhonda are experiencing that. They're down in Florida, near Orlando, and this is their first time they've really been there for a long time, especially through the winter. And Rhonda's like, it's strange. She's like, it's not as cold as Wisconsin, and she's like, I feel cold. I had to get a coat. So they're learning that the humidity and it just changes. There you are.
She also had sent a picture of a snake.
Oh yeah, Rhonda found a snake in their yard. And she was like, what is this?
Mal was showing me the picture. She was like, what snake is this? And I was like, oh, that's a corn snake. But I guess if you don't know snakes, it could be alarming.
Well, it sort of looked like a copperhead. They have a sort of they can have a similar color pattern. Because some copperheads are a bit oranger.
Yeah.
And it was very orange.
Yeah. There's other tells for...
Are they venomous? Copperheads, yes. Corn snakes, no. So it was not a bad snake. But...
Yeah.
It's not one they have up in Wisconsin, so...
Well, you barely have any snakes in Wisconsin, right?
We have
like water snakes?
Timber rattlers. We have the venomous...
You have cottonmouths?
Cottonmouth. And then those are the only 2 venomous in Wisconsin. Pretty sure. And then, I mean, there's other snakes, like garters and stuff in Wisconsin.
I'm really excited to try this. So first off, hi everybody, I'm here. This is, if you saw my tweet, we just opened mail yesterday, and as part of mail, we were sent in. It's basically cinnamon sugar, but very specifically, it's
10 a.m. Santa's coming.
Santa.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
It's Cinnamon Toast Crunch sugar. It's from Anne, who just
Who just says you're welcome.
who just said you're welcome. Thank you, Anne. So I haven't tried this yet.
Good morning, Dan.
Also, hi, Dan. So I'm gonna try this, and we're gonna see what this is like. I decided putting it on cinnamon toast made the most sense.
You put it on toast, not cinnamon toast.
Yeah, I made cinnamon toast.
With it, instead of cinnamon
it.
sugar. See, the way you said that, I thought you made cinnamon toast and then also put that on there.
No, that would be ridiculous.
Yeah, that's why I was clarifying.
Did I not? Maybe I didn't use quite enough sugar. Interesting. Yeah, it's not bad. I think it's milder than I was expecting it to be, actually. I was fully expecting it to, like, roundhouse kick me because it's a sugar cereal, you know? Like, it's based on cereal. And it's actually rather mild. I think it's because there's more than just cinnamon sugar
Yeah.
in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's more than cinnamon sugar in every bite. Let me try the other piece, because I think I put more on this piece.
I know how to spell calm says, aren't most snakes not venomous or dangerous to people because of how big we are? Depends on, like, the person. And, like, sometimes they won't give anti-venom.
As a general rule, assume you'll die.
Yeah.
It's a good rule.
We have all 4 venomous
good rule.
snakes here. They have them in Florida.
It's really good. What I really want to try this on is I really want to try this on French toast.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
I think that would be really good too. But yeah, that's good. It's just, you know, if you've made cinnamon toast before and you put like cinnamon and sugar together, you know that it's pretty strong. This is not as strong. So this actually might be something worth trying. You know, if you like the concept of cinnamon toast, but you're like, it's too powerful. I guess you could also just dial down your sugar and dial up your cinnamon.
I mean, we got some Penzi cinnamon.
So like when I make cinnamon toast, I make like probably 2-to-1 ratio sugar to cinnamon. That's probably how I would do it. Or 1-to-1.
I don't. No. You don't add that much cinnamon at all.
Then it's probably 2-to-1. 2-to-1 sugar to cinnamon. I haven't made it in a long time. It's good. Well said. How is it? It's mild. It's like it's not as strong as if you were just using sugar and cinnamon, but it's also different. I think that's the important thing. It's not, because like there's more in Cinnamon Toast Crunch than just sugar and cinnamon. Like there's some other, I don't know, paprika. Something else is in there.
Nutmeg,
Maybe.
allspice.
So it's good, and you can tell that it's cinnamon. But it's not as like sugary, you know, as you thought. But yeah, it's good.
Guinevere says, "How is that Simpsons clip?"
I'm educated now. On Tuesday there was Disc Only, and part of Disc Only was Tom, Jared, and John referring to a part from a Simpsons episode about a rag on a stick. And I didn't know what they were referencing, so Mal sent me the clip and was like, "Here you go." And I was like, now I'm educated. Now I know. Like I said, would you say it's healthier? I don't know. I mean, you can look at the nutrition facts like online or something, I'm sure. It feels like it's healthier because it's not as sweet. And I feel like there's a direct correlation to how fast you die and how much sugar you put in your body. So
Hi,
maybe.
Come here.
Maybe a little bit. But it's good. I want to finish this. Maybe like you could read some alerts or something. I just want to put this in my... You already ate your stuff, didn't you?
No, I didn't even touch it yet. I was talking before you got here.
Oh, you just opened it. Oh, okay. We could take turns. I don't ever get to eat I haven't had cinnamon toast in forever, so now I just really want to like eat it.
Eat that. We have a subscription from Elliot Baker Street. Welcome. Will says, I'm having chicken tenders for breakfast because I'm an adult. That sounds good. You can have, like, chicken and biscuits.
Oh, by the way, because Dan's here, too. So to Dan and Will, I hope y'all are planning to be here for driveway time. Because we have an apple pie. Mallory made an apple pie. And we are planning to serve apple pie.
To share.
We are planning to share.
Come here, sweetie.
So, oh, it's alright. Dan will eat your pie. Is Dan still at... I don't know if Dan showed up and then immediately went back to bed. I'm not sure.
Dan says, what?
She says they felt pressured to share. For what it's worth, I did not want to consume an entire pie. So, Dan is on his way. Dan should not be on his way. Dan should wait until later to where we can get some things done. But yeah, we because we had all those extra apples, we made, again, it's the collective we, but I don't do any of this. Mallory made a pie. And, you know, everyone
up there
physically here can have some.
Why are you being bad this morning?
He's not being bad.
He's being into everything.
That's because there's stuff out. That's all.
Hi.
Because we did mail, we haven't completely cleaned everything up. So there's some stuff around, and he wants to know what it is. He's just a little curious boy.
Eating things, licking things, chewing on things. Good boy.
Maybe it's bad cat day. We'll have to keep you informed. We'll have to see how the day progresses.
Okay, good boy.
We got 5 months from Destel Racing, who says, 5 months? Wow, feels like it hasn't been that long. Love the work both of you do and can't wait to be around for years to come.
Thank you.
We have a 26-month resub from Chaz, who says, welcome to Zomboka.
Zombocom. Also, Dan wants to know a time driveway.
Oh, I don't know. Last week we did 4:30 because we've had to continually move it earlier and earlier because it cold.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Maybe that or 5. I don't know.
I was thinking earlier.
Earlier than 4:30?
It's lighter out and it's warmer.
Hold on. How much longer do we have to keep going earlier before it just stops doing that?
The solstice.
When
21st.
is that? The 20... God.
11 more days.
There's only like 2 hours of daylight as is.
I know.
2. It's like... I guess there's more than 2. It's probably like 8.
Anyway, Zombocom.
Thomas says, because you stay in your cave. That's rude. I'm also up. It's currently morning, Thomas. I've been up since 8. I've seen the light. Actually, the light was really pretty this morning. Because I'm the one who always gets up first. And I got up, turned the heat on, and then I opened up all the curtains in the living room. And like the light from this side of the house was like crappy blue stupid light, but that's east.
Yeah, that's where the sun comes up, Stephen.
Yeah,
it comes up in the east and rises in the west.
Yeah,
So when it comes up, it tends to be gold.
I opened it up and it was really pretty this morning. It's not always that pretty. Maybe it was just the correct amount of clouds or something. I don't know. It was good. Thank you for explaining to me how the sun works, though. I appreciate that.
Outside the house with bad light.
At 8:15 a.m. in December, it does.
Where did you put my glasses cleaner?
8 a.m. Santa's coming.
Marty Griff says, "Why are so many LPs or streamers have crap sleep schedules?" I mean, we're probably some of the only ones that are on a fairly normal, like compared to the rest of the world, schedule.
I can't.
And I don't know why. I think it's because, like, if you... I mean, I'm assuming here. I think for a lot of people, if your job is flexible, then that ends up just turning into kind of wake up whenever. So that's my assumption.
Some people were talking about the northern lights that were out last night.
Yeah.
I think there was a graphic I saw from our weatherman that was kind of like, it swooped down towards like Chicago and then back up again. So if you were kind of like in a bowl of Chicago up towards like Vermont and then towards like the Dakotas, you could see them. Like the best viewing was northern, more north than that, like up into Canada. But I know Carly went to try and see them and Lindsay went to try and see them, so. And like, there's also like some viewing that you could see further south than that, but we didn't have any. They said if we had any visibility at all, it would just be like a slight green haze.
We normally don't get to see any of the cool stuff.
No.
But that's fine.
It is something I'd love to see someday, but the timing I hear is very difficult to get right if you're traveling to see it.
I wonder if someone has had, like, went to go see Aurora Borealis and taken a picture of themselves eating steamed hams. I wonder if that's happened. Someone's probably already done that. It would be a good video. 9 months from 63 Phils. It says, "Happy Thursday, everyone. Thanks for all the laughs, non sequiturs, and toast."
Speaking of toast, you can finish your toast.
I mean, I'm attempting.
16 bites.
I'm 16 minutes into this stream, and I haven't finished yet. But, you know, it does require, like, I can't eat and talk.
Then eat. I will talk.
I don't always trust that that's going to happen, so, like...
Winter Kitten 1996 resubbed at 2 months. Good morning, grandparents. I just came home from a meeting, meeting one of my romantic partners. Got to see the city of Chicago. It was wonderful to spend time with him in such a big city. I love
nice.
Chicago.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys had a good time.
Chicago's pretty nice. We've been there.
I mean, I've been there a lot.
You've been there a lot, but
Yeah.
you lived closer.
Oh, yeah.
I've been there, like...
2-3 times?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, when I was there, it was pretty substantial times.
Yeah.
So, that's fantastic.
I'd love to go back to the art museum.
Oh.
I've never been to the,
Is Chicago where,
what's the science museum there? What's it called?
Is Chicago where,
I want to go there. I haven't been there either.
Is that where Nighthawks is?
Yeah, Nighthawks is there.
Yeah.
The Fields. Thank you, 63 Phils.
Yeah.
I never went to the Field Museum. I went to the planetarium and the aquarium once. I was in 2nd or 3rd grade. Like, my dad saved up and we took a train down there. It was him, Carly, and I. So we get to take the Amtrak down, and we stayed, like, downtown Chicago in this hotel that was probably the fanciest one I had been in, like, for most of my life. Mm-hmm. And it was really cool, and I remember being, like, super excited. We took, like, a taxi. I'd never taken a taxi before, and we went to those places, and it was a really special trip. And then I took you to the aquarium.
Yes. I remember the aquarium was so big that we didn't see it all.
Yeah, we missed some, and it was new from when I had gone as a kid. And I didn't know where the addition was. We missed it.
The aquarium was so big we literally got lost.
And we went to the art museum. And I'd love to go back there, because that was before I even took art history, so.
Well, at some point. Jess says, we got those new fish. They did. They were called penguins. We did not see them. Pretty sure that was the thing we missed. Or whales? Not whales.
No,
Whales are large.
We saw the beluga whales, because there's belugas there.
Really?
Uh-huh. They're right next to the dolphins. Because the dolphins have that big...
There was a room. There was a big old room. It's a big room that we missed, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I know.
I don't remember exactly. Yeah, what else? What else is in that art?
The art museum. Sarah's big Sunday in the Park.
Okay, so that is there.
That is there.
Okay, so I've seen that.
Van Gogh's Irises is there.
I was struggling to remember if I had seen... Like, I felt like I had seen that.
You've seen that in person.
But then also I remember Dan edited that clip...
From Ferris Bueller?
From Ferris Bueller.
That's in the Chicago Art Museum.
Well, I had seen that clip so many times that my brain would started to question. I was like, maybe I've only seen the clip Dan edited. Maybe that's what I... But no, I've seen it.
Yes, you've seen it.
Yeah, okay. It's been a while.
Monet's Haystacks are there. I'm blanking on everything else except, like, Impressionist painters.
American Gothic's there?
Yeah, Gothic is there.
Man, that's a really good...
It's a good museum.
That's a really good museum for, like, anyone who has, like, even just, like, a general sense of art in the States.
Yeah,
because
Nighthawks.
that's a lot of well-known art pieces.
Winter Kitten says, you're making me excited to go there in the after times. If you're interested in Japanese food and you go back there, I highly recommend Mitsuwa. It's a supermarket chain. There's a few locations in the US, but there's one in Chicago that I would always stop at going back and forth to Chicago or past it.
We've been there.
And it's like a full-size supermarket. They have a food court. They have a bakery.
We've been there so many
really
times,
cool.
like, even on the vlog and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's, like, it's worth it. Even if you don't want to buy anything to, like, take with you, they have, like, a food court and a bakery, and I usually just stop in for that. It's fantastic.
I love Mitsuwa.
Hey, this is an ad. Oh. Continuing on. 12 months. Callium. He says, good morning, grandparents. Today I got to see all of my grades for the semester, and I passed all my classes.
Congratulations. Tripping over words this morning.
Good luck to everyone else with finals as well. Good vibes, and hooray for a year. Congrats on the year, and, bigger congrats on passing all the classes. There's always that fear whenever you get your grades. I remember that every single, like, quarter, getting the little thing and being like... It was usually just fine.
Yeah. I was not someone who tracked my grades. I just turned in my work and did the tests. And then, like, kind of knew based on, like, how my tests had been and assignments. But it was kind of nerve-wracking to get my grades back.
I was always interested. But the only time that I was genuinely like, oh god, was when I took Chinese art.
With the final.
Yeah.
See, the only time I was anxious was when I took ceramics. He didn't give us grades all semester. We had projects, and then for our final, he had us bring in all of our projects, and we had a final project. That was our final grade. He would look at it, and he'd be like, all right, that's an A, that's a C, I'll give that an A, so let's go with an A minus, B plus for your grade, and I'm like, okay, and like, that was my grade. I did not like that.
Mike said, finished student teaching. Nice.
Nice.
It's been so long now since you did student teaching. Like, it just feels like approximately 1,000 years. Well, I guess a lot's happened. We have 510 bits from Mr. Gameboy, who says, so to sum up from Thursday, was it magnetoplasmodynamic you had the hardest time with, or was it magnetohydrodynamics? We could stick with just thermodynamics as well. Well, I think specifically it wasn't any individual word. I think it was the fact that there was like 30. Like, I was like, I had them until I got to like 25, and I was like, and then my brain just was like, nope, we give up. So, you know, I don't think that it's any specific word. I think it's just the repetition. The repetition just, you know, kills me, so. You know, ammunition for everyone to keep in mind for the future. Sorry, Renee said, my film class professor wouldn't do regular grades. If you did well on your paper, you got Superbo written on it. He was an amazing teacher.
10 a.m.
That's a word that everyone should be adopting. Superbo. That's fun. 400 bits from Simmer44. Thank you. We got 18 months at tier 2. Gold Toast from Tentacrat, who says, I'm awake to have breakfast with the family for once. I hope your morning's going well. Whether you're having, like, cinnamon toast or something that's not that.
Not cinnamon toast.
Did you know that with that, I have covered every food?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't think he could do it, but he did.
Most people don't have this level of lingual skills to be able to just so fluidly cover every food. Everything is either cinnamon toast or not. Food on a breakfast street? It's more likely than you think. I said that as Brandon typed it. 22 months from Hugplex20. Thank you. 500 bits. Thanks, Dan. 500 bits from my now just spoke on, which says, morning, grandparents. Did you folks hear about the Galactic Federation rumor? Apparently Earth isn't ready to join them. Yeah, I heard it. So it was funny because I read about that, and my first thought was, you know, crazy person just talking. And then the other flip side of that is, they're right, though. I mean, Earth is not ready to join any sort of... We don't have our crap together. If we're being watched by aliens, the aliens are like, no. No. Not yet. Give them another century or two, and then maybe, but... we need a little time.
Kitty cat, you want to snuggle up here?
Yeah, there's a George Carlin bit about that. 16 months from YOLP, who says, it's time. 16. We got there. 27 months from Mike Capella. Mike, thank you. 300 bits from Pink Matima. So since I get off work on Thursdays, right in time to catch breakfast stream, I'm having my late lunch with you guys. Anyways, can I have some good vibes and a not-so-gentle nudge from grandparents in chat to finally talk to my professor to start working on my master thesis? I've been procrastinating that since September. Yeah, it's time. It's time. Here, let me phrase it in a different way. It's been a third of a year. You know, September, October, that's 4 months. It's a third of a year. I think it's time. You're not in trouble yet, but I think it's time for you to get... And this goes for literally anything. The hardest thing to do is get started. It doesn't matter what it is. So, if you can at least get started, then you'll be fine. Also, Mike says, my sub message got eaten. I just wanted to say I finished binging your travel vlogs and have to say, 1, I miss traveling. Same. And 2, it is so funny seeing the PAX vlogs over the years and the birth of ChefCon. I think what's interesting to me in regards to that is that we hadn't went to PAX for a long time, like between 2016 or 17 and 2018. Like, we stopped going for like 2 years. And then obviously in 2018 we went, but from then to now it feels like 10 years. So it feels like a long, long time since we were regularly going to PAX, but there was a time for a few years that we went to like just about every single PAX event there was. And they are fun. They are very fun. I actually I miss those times, but I miss them even more now because like there's just no contact with like other people. So
Mike said you increasingly do things not related to PAX. Cappy does not like that alert.
The reason that we toned down
okay.
our PAX attendance is that it was just extremely expensive to do.
To get a hotel during that time period, and the tickets were going up.
It was also extremely stressful with the way that they set it up.
Yeah.
Because like as creators, you can get tickets to go for free, but you're not guaranteed tickets.
Yep.
And they don't do that until after they've sold tickets. So you have to buy tickets, which means you have to buy tickets and then apply to get the tickets for free. And then because you don't know if you're going to get them. And then when you get them, you've got these other tickets that you then have to sell. And
yeah.
It's a whole thing. But, the best part of PAX was getting a chance. I mean, obviously hanging out with friends because we used it as a time to see everybody. And then getting a chance to meet everyone that watched our videos. Yeah. But it was a very expensive event to do, considering that we were primarily going to see viewers. Mm-hmm. It was a very expensive event.
Dan says, remember the year the hotel in Boston wasn't finished yet? That's the hotel we stayed at when we went in 2018, Dan. So we got to stay at that hotel eventually.
Yeah, that's coming up soon on the vlogs, because I'm still releasing stuff. Yeah, we there was one year where we went, where I had booked a hotel.
And it was supposed to be finished like 2 months before PAX.
Yeah, something like that. It was going to be done before we got there. And then days, like just a few days before we were supposed to arrive, I got an email. It was like, just want to let you know, the hotel isn't built,
so
and you need to find other accommodations. Sorry. And that was a problem. So that was all that the thing said. So I reached out to them, and I was like, yeah, you can't do this, guys.
I think they had pushed back the opening. Well, obviously a lot. There was delays because that was the year the Northeast got dumped on with snow. But it was supposed to open like 3 days later.
Yeah. It was part of Marriott, so I just reached out to them and I was like, you can't do this. Like, if I sign up for this hotel months in advance because I know there won't be hotel spaces, like, you have to figure this out. You can't message me 4 days before we're supposed to be there and be like, ha, there is no hotel. So they took care of it. Corporate took care of it. They moved us to another hotel at the same rate. I think it was a little further away.
It was.
But at the same rate, and then they gave us
a gift card or something.
Yeah, they gave us a gift card with like something on it, $200 or something like that. So they did their best to make it right, and they did. But the fact that they didn't in their original email was really concerning. I was like, they didn't even attempt. Like, I had to reach out and be like,
Yeah. They didn't help us at all. They were just like, well, too bad, go find a place.
Yeah. So it definitely pays to ask.
Yeah. And we were not staying at a PAX hotel.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the other thing, is some of those hotels don't even go up for like they're part of PAX, so you have to wait in that digital line for like hours. Yeah. PAX big. 2 months from Clout Camo. It says, love you guys. Been watching the vlog and Steven Play since 2013. You are my favorite content creators, and I love you all. Aw. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you've been enjoying stuff for, what is that? That's 7 years. That's a long time. 12 months from Desmachia, who says, good morning, grandparents. I have a big project I need to finish by noon, so good vibes would be appreciated. You got this. However, work on it. If we're a distraction, turn us off. The VOD will be there after. Make sure that you get it done, because you don't have too much longer. depending on where you are in the world. We got Full Metal Grizz 98 gifting a tier 2 sub. Hallelujah. To Lady Blue Eyes 32. 26 months from Brandon, who says, thanks to Pickletron for my sub gift. Aw, well, thank you, Pickletron. Brandon and Chess hitting the resub on the same day.
Yeah.
300 bits from Jithy Picard says, I know I have asked a lot, but last week's Good Vibes worked so well. I need more for today's second interview for that position at noon. You got
Good
'em.
vibes.
Good vibes. I mean, just the fact that you get to the second interview.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good sign, right? So we're just going to keep that positive energy up and hope that follows you through the rest of the way. But no matter what, if you got a second interview, that means that you are, you know, qualified for the things that you're pursuing, and you can take that energy with you to anywhere. Be like, oh, well, I got a second interview. So that's good. 30 bits from White Wolf, who says, last night I was watching some local streamers stream Among Us, and they let the chat play. I downloaded it and played with them. My first game ever, I got Imposter and hung out with the streamer for like 2 minutes, killed him, then joined their Discord. I was welcomed as, that scumbag, White Wolf. Hey, you're just doing what you gotta do to survive. It's like whenever I played with Jules. It was like, I'm sorry, I'm still learning the controls. Meanwhile, in every room, I'm still learning the controls. Steven, what did you see? I don't know. I'm wandering around. Oh, okay. Don't worry about him. You can only pull that off once. It's so might as well use it now. Nat Scorpina gives us up to Motion Dan. Thank you, Nat. Dan, you can use the emote of yourself. Excellent. Dan says, I will never forget John and my double kill. It was fantastic. We get 1,600 bits from Aldo. He says, don't take this the wrong way or anything, but I fully expected you guys to forget to gather fruit and starve during Pikmin yesterday, so good job subverting expectations. Also, I don't remember what the Christmas 16 is. Still normal 16. I think we just could not find any, like, Mary Kate and Ashley Sweet 16 holiday-related stuff. So we just had to go with what we had. Also, you're not alone. I've heard a lot of folks that were, you know, surprised that we didn't lose the game. To which I say thanks, everyone, for believing in us. It was something that didn't.
I need something to drink. I will be back.
Sure, it was something that didn't occur to me until like halfway through the day.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was excited about the blues, you know. I was excited about the blues, and then suddenly I was like, oh yeah, we probably need food. But it was there. It was fine. We got 100 bits from Flaming Bagel for Christ. Thank you. 300 bits from Colin, who says, hey everyone, asking for some good vibes because I have all 3 of my finals today for some reason. And the first one is at 8 MST, so like 30 minutes. Hope it goes well. That sucks. That really sucks. Taco Bell, Taco Bell. Oh my god, I have the Taco Bell mug. I picked this up just to do a little dance, and then I looked down and I was like, oh, this is the one. I was the one that picked out the mug this morning. Huh? I have not had any orange juice, only you would know such information. Dan says, I love that alert. Dan, are you familiar with the artist Hot Dad? They have a YouTube channel. They make music that is, I mean, that's one of their songs. And it's all like that. It's on Spotify too, but it's like really internet-y type music. It reminds me of the stuff that who's the guy that did the art school theme song? I can't remember the guy's name right now. Billy Reed. Yes. It reminds me a lot of Billy Reed's stuff, and I always loved Billy Reed's stuff. And it's very, very similar. So, again, this is another free shout out to Hot Dad. Got some great stuff on on the YouTube channel, and then also you can just listen to it on Spotify. Anyway, Colin, good vibes on your finals because having 3 in a day sucks. But you have to play, you have to play the cards you're dealt and not the cards you wish you had, so hope everything works out. That 1962 is from Pickletron, who says, so this may be a bad idea, but breakfast stream on the porch? It would be hard to do.
Yeah.
Very hard to do. Because, like, for one, it cold. That's the first thing. But the second thing is, like, everything would have to be wireless. And I don't trust that. I do not trust it. Dan says, also neighbor looks. I don't care about that. And we're the people with toast in our yard. I don't think they would. I don't think they'd bat too big of an eye for that. But like the thing is, like, I already have issues with the Wi-Fi in the house because we have problems with Wi-Fi. So I don't think it would work. Well, okay. So here's the thing. Mm-hmm. You generally don't, but you are also generally in your studio.
But like, I don't have trouble like in the living room.
You're saying you don't have trouble ever, anytime?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
I only have trouble with
I really don't believe
Facebook
that.
Messenger because sometimes I don't get the photos.
I feel like
they show up eventually.
I feel like you're just it's the specific time that you're doing it. Anyway, not impossible, but improbable. That's my answer for that. We get 24 months. From Uchiten Love? That sounds right. 2 years. I usually watch recordings on YouTube, but today is a special day, so I figured I'd watch Breakfast Stream live while doing my daily yoga. Oh, nice. Man, I need to exercise more.
We went for a long walk yesterday.
Yeah, and like we have been doing walks. I'd say we've probably been walking about 5 days a week. The walks have been getting shorter since it's been getting colder. For sure, because for a long time we were always doing like half an hour walks, and now that's like 20 minutes. And there's days where we get started and we're like, oh,
it's cold.
8 minutes, but I want to stretch and stuff.
Then do it.
Oh, Mr. Deathkills, you'll get to do DDR soon. That's right. I'm so excited. Thomas is going to be here after Christmas.
Santa's coming.
Like a Christmas gift. Thomas is my Christmas gift. I can't touch him.
Or get near him.
I can't get within 6 feet of Thomas because of the restraining order. But like I can't wait in the future to hold him. It's going to be wonderful. Anyway, who filed the order, right? Who knows? 4 months from College Jensen 8, who says, good morning, grandparents. I've been trying to complete the last-minute project for college, and every time I think I'm close to being done, it gets more complicated and has blue screened on me at least 4 times. Can I get some good vibes from chat? Yikes. That's not good.
No.
I mean, you already know this if it's blue screened 4 times, but, you know, keep saving. And also, maybe at this point, if you haven't done this already, maybe, like, back up the file to, like, a jump drive or something. Just at this point. In case you gotta switch to, like, a different computer and you can just keep going. Yeah, that's rough. That reminds me of whenever we were doing the recording with we were doing the Four Swords recording, and I felt like Tim's computer kept blue screening, and I don't remember how we fixed it or what we did. We eventually got through that, but it was just very consistently his computer kept blue screening. We were like, that's not good. It eventually worked. Any bits from Caper29 says, please give a big happy birthday to my sister, Vestige Lomedia.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Hope your birthday is great. Maybe have some cinnamon toast. Cinnamon toast feels celebratory. It's probably because it's sweet. Anything that is sweet, like, feels celebratory. 30 bits from Summer Century says, I got an A on my first exam for this semester. Nice!
Congratulations.
Nice. It's interesting because we got, people like Summer Century that's reporting back on their exams, and then other people are like, I have exams, oh God. But it's all going to be fine. Just, study and rest. Everything in balance, and it'll be okay. It'll be okay. And remember that, and this always helped me in school. I don't know if this is, not terribly helpful for others. But anytime I was, like, really worked up about an exam or something, I would just remember that within the scope of my entire life, this was like a speck. Just a tiny little dot in my entire life. And I was like, I don't want to freak out about this too much because there's so much more life, than just this test. And that actually would help me relax a lot. Which might be, maybe like a little nihilistic. I don't know. But, like, that's just, that always helped me. So maybe that'll help some of you as well. Anyway. Dan says, 2 nights ago I dreamt I had an exam and then remembered I'm an adult and flew away. I had a dream last night. And I had it, like, as I was waking up. Mm-hmm. Had nothing to do with exams. I woke up with a pounding headache. And I basically never get headaches, so it was really, really weird. I dreamt that I had designed a card game, a physical card game, and I was playing. I was playing the card game with folks, and we had to make a digital version. And the digital, and this sounds really stupid, and it was. The digital version was just RPG Maker. And it didn't do any of the digital stuff. It was just in RPG Maker, you had to, like, take your character and walk up to the table, and then the other person would be at the table, and then you would hit the button, and then you had to play the physical game. So it was like, I don't understand why there needed to be a digital version, but there did, and it just was a gateway to playing the physical version again. And I remember being very perplexed by something. I couldn't figure out how to get something working in RPG Maker. And everyone's like, but the tournament's starting. And I'm like, I'm working on it. Brandon says, it sounds like your digital version was bad. It was bad. It was basically non-existent.
I don't remember anything from my dream last night except sort of waking up and thinking, that was really dull, like boring, and then falling back asleep.
I want a better dream.
I think that's kind of what I was thinking.
I want my money back. 200 bits from A Good Way Game Leet. Thank you, GG. Good Way Game. Cheesebookcast, was it all in tech? No, it was, I mean, like, the card game itself was like a normal card game, had images. And the game was RPG Maker, so it was like, there was graphics, like you walked around a room, but literally the game part only existed to walk to the table. And I don't know why that was so important that we get to that thing, I don't know. Also, yeah, I see people are talking about Smash. That happened since we went live, so, like, I don't know anything about it. Nothing about it. So apparently they're revealing a Smash character. They said they're doing that. That's happening at the Game Awards? Okay. All right. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna watch the Game Awards. I'm probably not gonna watch the Game Awards, but I'll watch that part to see that, and then I'll be excited. Who could it be?
I don't know.
Now that we have Steve, we don't need anyone other than Steve. We were all just waiting for Smash to turn into Minecraft, and now it's happened. Sephiroth says Marth 2. God, I hope it's Marth 2. I hope it's just Marth. It's like, we've decided to release Marth again and charge you. Because I'd be like, that seems fair. That's fine. I could go for that. More Fire Emblem characters. 14 months from 05 Nataku says, 14 months already. Keep doing what you do. Thank you. Appreciate it. 16 months from Am and Iowa. I am 16, going on 17. And that's funny because you said 16, 17, and the next person in this line is Mr. Game Boy 18. 0510 says, so I tried to make the same joke we did here with Jared, and did it go well? Or was there just massive confusion? Could have went either way.
Yeah.
Either way. Oh, some people are saying Master. Yeah, I would like Master Chief. God, that would be wild. But like, things don't even have to make sense anymore, and that's fine. That's totally fine. But again, I'm already satisfied with the lineup.
Yeah.
There's approximately 400 characters in the game, and I'm already happy with it. So anything that happens, like, sure. Mr. Gameboy says, massive confusion. I can imagine Jared just being like, what? What's happening? 13 months from Lord Baumeister, who says, 13 months. Also, my name is pronounced Bo, like in bow tie. Baumeister. I'm going to do my best to commit that to memory. If I forget, the onus is on Mal. Yeah, you have to remember that for me.
I can't do that.
You're going to have to try.
I remember enough for you.
The fact that we've now talked about this for at least 15 seconds will help. Helps a lot. Vicatron gives a sub to Ed Zoologist. We get 145 bits from Darling Aces. And then 27 months from Crunchy Face. 30 bits from Pink Matima says, I did it, grandparents. I wrote to my professor and asked for an appointment to talk about the thesis so I can get this started. Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. You have an appointment too. You got a little.
Yeah,
thing.
I have a thing.
When's that? Like this
It's
afternoon sometime?
Between 12 and 1 sometime. I have to double check.
Not quite your professor.
No.
Similar. 303 bits from Pickletron with the Jepson Lude Rain. Thank you, Pickletron. And I made it through alerts, and we're going to celebrate. Hold on. Is Thomas here? Is Thomas here? If Thomas wants to do it, Thomas can do it. I'll let Thomas do it.
Christmas, my true love gave to me.
A bowl of delicious hot grits. Thomas, beans. Do you want to run the beans? I know that that's one of your favorite things. Just want to allow you the ability to run them. If you want. If you don't want, that's fine too. It's fine. We can let, Dan or someone run beans. Does Dan have that ability? I don't know. I don't know who has that ability. Thomas might be making you work for these. There's 1,500 bits from Pickletron. Oh, roll into the bean station, baby. Thank you, Thomas. 1,500 bits from Pickletron. Who says, I've been remembering my dreams lately, and I've been enjoying them no matter how strange. Like being Luke Skywalker, guiding children through storage units on scissor lifts. My dreams are weird and I love them. I have a question, actually. I have a question for you guys. Because this just made me think of this. I'm going to say, in basically all of my dreams, because now I'm having trouble thinking of any others that don't fall into this category. In basically all of my dreams, I am myself. I am always Stephen George. How many of you have dreams where you are not you? Because that talking about like being Luke Skywalker, there's where you were actually like Luke Skywalker. I don't have that. I'm just always me.
10 a.m.
I'm me, but sometimes I might have a different name or an ability, like I can fly and like I can recognize it as me, but it may not be me.
So it's like a blurred line type thing? Like you're not sure if you're you? Because, like, there's a difference between being in a role and legit being a different... So, like, you might have a dream where you're a firefighter, right? And you're like, well, I'm not a firefighter in real life. But it's still you. You're just a firefighter. There's a difference between that and, like, you know, you are Steve Harvey. Because you're not actually Steve, unless Steve Harvey is here, in which case I apologize, Steve Harvey's here. But, like, you know, I've never had a dream where I am Steve Harvey. But maybe I had a dream where I played the role of Steve Harvey, where I was on Family Feud, and I just stared into the camera, like, you know. So that's interesting. Because I really can't remember. I'm trying to recall any dreams where I've very definitively been someone else, and I don't think that happens. So, and it sounds like from the people that we're talking about, it does seem like it's kind of uncommon. It's not like an all the time thing. It's just you know, a few times. Becca says you have too much hair to be him. It's true. 30 bits from Amby Walsh says, I'm still just amused that when you guys were overseas, people in the chat would ritualistically chant the Patreon ticker because you couldn't roll beans on mobile. That was great. That was really great. I've actually, so since I got the new phone, I re-downloaded the app that allows you to stream from mobile. And I was starting to look into it a little bit because I was really curious what they let you do. I think there might be web overlays now. I think. I thought I saw it when I looked at it. If there is, then like all of the Chaz stuff will work. Mm-hmm. So theoretically, in the future, if we have to stream again from, you know, very specifically the phone, we should be able to make it work, and that's cool. And if it doesn't, if it's not there, then it's just kind of like, well, crap. I guess we can't. The goal, of course, is always, you know, if we can, to stream from the laptop. Yeah. Then if you stream from the laptop, then you have access to like the real camera, and everything gets better. But as a last resort, you can use the phone. But again, right now we can't even leave the house. So who knows? 5 months from Rad is not dead, who just says, cool. Line Rider gives a sub to Steve Harvey. Please show up, Steve Harvey. Big fan. 3 new bits from Danny says, I'm curious now, when you have dreams, how often are you able to recognize that you're currently dreaming? Oh, that's rare. Yeah. Because that's when you cross over into, to some extent, lucid dreaming, where you actually have control of your dreams. I feel like by the end of December, I'm going to dream about that alert, though. Very rarely. Very, very rarely. And what's interesting is that, like, a lot of times, even when I recognize that, I don't know, like, it's like I recognize it, but it doesn't, it's not that I wake up. It doesn't change anything. There's definitely been times in dreams that I've recognized them dreaming, but it's not like I suddenly am like, now I can fly, and I start flying. I just recognize it, and I'm like, this is not real. Which is, you know, different. Like, one of the most vivid times I remember experiencing that is right after Sagan died. Because it was like a month or something, like I didn't have any dreams about him, and I really very desperately wanted to have a dream about him. And I think it took like a month or something, and I finally had a dream. And in the dream, he was in the living room, and I remember seeing him and going up and petting him, and I knew that he was already gone. And that feeling of like, you know, I was clearly dreaming, and I knew that in the dream, but it was like, I remember thinking in the dream, I was like, this is so real. But I didn't wake up. I was able to like pet him, and I was close to him, and I remember it was almost like you were in VR, you know, like how realistic that felt. I was experiencing that, but like in my dream. And that's only one of 2 dreams I had about him. Actually, I had that one like a month after, and then I just recently had a dream about Sagan, probably about 3 weeks ago. I meant to tell you about it, and
you didn't.
I never did. I had mentioned it. That dream was a little sadder. We had went to the vet, and Sagan was there, and it was the same sort of thing. Like, I knew Sagan was gone, and we got there, and Sagan was there, and he had something on his leg bandaged up, and I was like, Sagan is here, and the vet said, "Yep, just, you know," because I was like, I thought he was gone, and the vet was like, "Oh no, just had a little issue with his leg, but we got it all fixed up." And I remember being in the dream and thinking, like, at first getting that news and then just being like, oh, look at that. And then, like, within the dream, the wheels slowly turning and remembering all of the stuff that led up to, you know, his passing, and coming to, like, inside the dream thinking, this is not his leg is messed up thing. And then when I hit that point, I woke up, because it was like, finally my brain was like, this doesn't make sense. You are dreaming. And then being like, oh. So those are the only two things I've dreamt about. Alright, sorry if we went to like a sad place. I don't mean for that to be sad, but just to talk a little bit about, you know, those things. But those are the only 2 I've had.
I know I've had some, but I don't remember them.
And when I'm not dreaming about that, I'm dreaming about making digital versions of physical card games where the digital versions are terrible. Such good dreams. We got 500 bits right now. Spellcom. It says, grandparents, supportive. Thank you. 100 bits from Flaming Bagel for Christ. Thank you. And then 25 months from Kami, who says, 25 months is such a long time. Thanks for all the fun. Thank you. Shout out to everyone who's getting a quarter of the way to 100. That's a long time. That's a long time. I have not dreamt about Outback Stab House. Fortunately. I feel like that would be a bit of a nightmare. Unless, well, it would be a nightmare attending an Outback Stab House. It would be fine if I was working there. I think that would be okay. If I was the one doing the stabbing and not the one getting stabbed, then it'd be alright. It'd be fine.
Can you alt-tab over for a second?
Yeah.
Again. Okay.
What do you
Never
need?
mind.
Are you trying to figure out if this is, like, if you're...
No, that wasn't it.
Oh, okay. Sometimes it... Oh, God! Good vibes to Sabbath. Oh! Sure. I'll try.
Sab is the sweetest.
If your life is drab,
I hope things are going well.
you send good vibes to Sab.
That makes things better.
She can play the flute, can she?
Yeah, I think so.
It goes toot, 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 good vibes to Sab. Sab can play multiple instruments, so
Yeah.
there was some level of assumption. I was like, she can play flute.
10 a.m. Santa's coming.
I know that she can play multiple instruments, so I just assume. I was like, flute go toot. Flute go toot. Anyway, good vibes to Sab. I didn't know if there was a specific reason we were sending good vibes her way, but any time is a good time for that. Anyway, that's from Pickletron. Pickletron, thank you, and good vibes to Sab.
Steven, do you know the flute goes off to the side, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Flute. recorder,
Clarinet,
clarinet.
saxophone.
So most of them go forward. Why the flute go this way?
Because you're blowing across the opening like a bottle. Like when you make the bottle hum. That's what you're doing with the flute.
But why?
To get your hands out of the way of it. I don't know.
What's the name of the instrument that Willy Wonka uses?
A penny whistle?
Is that what that is?
Like a little... Flutes go this way.
Wait, flutes go to the right?
Yeah.
Why does that matter?
I think.
Why does that matter,
Flute
though?
goes to the right. Yeah. Does he play piccolo? I thought it was just like a little... I can't remember. It's been a very long time since I've seen that movie.
Man, I need to get a penny whistle and learn how to play that little fanfare.
Why do you
And that's
keep...
it. Is it not? The penny whistle's over here, isn't there?
And you also have both. When you do this for the flute.
Yeah? What part's wrong? Is it like this? No, it's both.
No.
Is it like this?
Yes.
How is that so uncomfortable?
Your elbows out.
Oh, this is awful. I am never going to play the flute. I'll leave that to Stab. That's so hard. That's so hard.
I'd like to try playing the flute.
Well, we don't have one.
Yep.
We're not going to get a flute. We have instruments here that we don't know how to play.
You're right.
So, you know, we got things that we could learn. One day, though, we were just talking about this on, was it Saturday night, I think? We were talking about, like, the instrument that I would love, my favorite instrument. I'd love to learn, like, at some point, I hope I retire and I just sit on a front porch and just play, is the banjo. It's like, that's the instrument I want to play the most. One day.
Yeah.
One day. 300 Bits from Shit Author says, I said it on Disc Only and I'll say it here. Steven on Disc Only is just Steven without Mal or Chaz to hold back the Steven thoughts.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. I also think it's a different show. Also. I think that's part of it. Is that I know what I want Breakfast Stream to be. It's Chaz's biggest fear. I know what I want Breakfast Stream to be. And I have morphed it into what I want it to be. And it is what I want it to be. And like game streams, there's a specific thing I want it to be, and it is that. Disc Only is different. It's not the same show. And as a result, I'm using a different subset of comedy for that. So, I think it's fine. I actually like it. Oh, thanks, Jules. Just need more pits opening. I mean, we've had more pit openings ever since we added the musical stylings of Family Jewels to the background music.
Mm-hmm. Is this a Jules song?
You know what? A natural evolution for the bumpers, for an open up this pit bumper, would be something where Jack somehow gets the ability to literally open like a pit, like to hell. So he starts getting this ability where he's like, "Oh man, let's open up this pit." But when he speaks it, like there's a voice that's like, "Yes," and then like it opens up and there's fire and stuff coming out, and then it gets to the point where everyone's like, "Jack, you have to stop saying that." Like people are getting hurt. That'd be fun. That seems hard. That seems hard. But maybe Dan can do special effects, right? He'd probably figure that out. It'd be easy. We'll shoot it on sticks. It'll be easier.
Dan will do it. It'll be easy.
Everything's
and
easy.
Dan's like, oh my god.
Everything's easy if you make someone else do it. That's it. Anyway. Useful for roasting marshmallows. It's fine. Dan did, whenever we shot the,
10 a.m.
bumper of Tom talking to Lord Donator, I just gave that to Dan. And it was something that I could do, but it was something that Dan could do. And I was like, Dan can do this, so Dan do it. And because that was the one that had all of the, that had the most
Work behind it.
Yeah, that had the most visual stuff. So it's the same thing. And like, could I figure out how to do a pit opening? Like, probably, but would it take me longer than Dan? Yeah. It would definitely take me longer.
Besides the,
Sorry, I pre-read the next alert. It's 300 bits from Pickletron. I'm going to read it in reverse. Carlos, call. Siri, hey. Not today, Satan. Also, my phone's in my pocket, so it wouldn't have worked. I don't think I have HS activated on my Mac, so I don't think it's going to... That would be funny if it did, if it called Carlos from my computer. Probably not. It's fine. What were you going to say? You started to say something.
You were talking about instruments that we don't know how to play. Besides the, accordion. What else?
Is this the accordion?
You have your hands here and you...
This is moving jazz hands.
Let's see, because you play the keyboard on the one side.
I do have an accordion. That'd be fun sometime.
To learn.
It's not an instrument I'm genuinely interested in. I think it's fun because it has a unique sound. But like, I don't know if that's something I'd actually want to.
Yeah.
I think it would be fun if I was if I wanted to like do a song, whether write a song or do a cover song, and I learned just enough to do that. That would be fine. That would be fine. We got 400 bits from Aldo. Says, this is an official announcement that you have 48 hours to watch literally any movie before it's officially been 2 years since Star Wars.
Guess we're watching the Princess Switch.
I'm thinking about the next 48 hours of my life. And that puts us at 10 a.m. on Saturday. And I'm like, there's a 0% chance I'm going to watch anything in the next 2 days. Just knowing what I have to do in the next 48 hours, I'm like, nah, it's not going to happen. I would like to watch Die Hard before the year ends, finally. Since we've talked about it for years and never done it. But it's not going to be in the next 48 hours. Which means, sadly, I guess, that, I will have not watched a movie in 2 years. It's fine. It's fine. I've watched a lot of trailers, and if you add them up, it's just the world's strangest movie. It's fine. 27 months from Anorak says, hey, 27 months. How are you both doing? Pretty good, Jesse. Pretty good. Hope you're well. I can't complain too much. Mostly staying warm. Dan says it's not fine. Dan, it's fine. It's fine. I got the rest of my life to watch a movie. I like movies. I do love, I genuinely do.
Just haven't watched them.
I'll let people know I have been watching Fruits Basket, though.
Yeah.
So, that's something. It's starting to get good. Starting. Ask Carlos why the flute goes to the side, and then ask him if you want to watch Die Hard. Wonder if Carlos has ever seen the original Die Hard. Carlos is a little young for that.
Yeah.
I mean, not like too young to watch it. I didn't mean it like that. I mean, like, from the era that movie is from, he's more of, like, from the era of, like, Die Hard 5. So, I don't know if he's seen Die Hard or not. See, that would be fun. I'd love to watch Die Hard with Carlos. That'd be great. That'd be a lot. I would enjoy that. Victron, thank you. Making sure we see Hans Gruber at least once. At least once this morning. We'll try and watch it. We'll try and watch it before the end of the year. And if I can, I will also watch. What is it you want me to watch?
The Princess Switch. I left it up to chat, which terrible.
The Princess Switch?
Yeah.
It's a Hallmark film?
It's a Netflix Christmas original.
So it's okay. Do you want me to try and guess the plot based solely off of those 3 words? The Princess Switch?
I left it up to chat. I was like, these are the ones on Netflix, and that was the one they decided. So that's the one you're gonna watch.
Okay. It sounds terrible, but...
Zaraka says, no lie, I'm gonna watch it right after breakfast stream.
I think it'd be fun. I miss doing, this one thing I really miss is that we had stopped doing them, and then of course the pandemic, and now we can't do them, is we had been watching movies with Dan and Lindsay. And I actually really liked that. And it also forced me to do things. It forced me to watch movies, which is, something I had not been doing enough of. Movies are good. For a variety of reasons. Also, hey Bagel. 3-in-1 bits from Pickletron with the Bagel Star Rain, and then we also had a subscription from Kitian99. Welcome.
It's bath time, Geppy.
Thomas says, how would you know now, though? How would I know that how do I know that movies are good? Because there are still movies from a long time ago. Jules says, why is this? Listen, Jules, I got this music from Jules. From Jules. Jules personally gave me the music. And the metadata on the songs are wild. I've actually been going through my entire library, not on this computer, but on the other computer, and I'm slowly changing all the metadata, not just for Jules stuff, but for everyone's stuff, because in the future, my goal is to have the name of the track, and then as part of still within the name field, in brackets, I want to have the game it's from. For 2 reasons. For one, because when that's on Breakfast Stream, people will immediately know what game it's from, because a lot of people have that question. And then the other reason is that I'll be able to search it whenever I'm trying to find music from a very specific game, if I want something like that. So, because, for instance, and Jules is pretty good about that, a lot of Jules' music has the game it's from, but, Carlos doesn't. So, Carlos, thanks, Jules. Carlos's music, is, the track name, and, when you're looking through the music from Carlos, there's no indication about what it's from. It's a 50-50 chance it's Pokemon, but, everything else, you don't know what it is until you play it, and, he's actually the big reason that I'm trying to do that, because I want there to be some indication about what it's from. So, that's what I'm doing. It's a work in progress. I'm not taking time out of my day to do it. Instead, I'm just, whenever I go to add a to put a song in a vlog or something, I'll hit it's on shuffle all the time, and it will go to the next one. And if it lands on something that I want to use and it's not formatted right, that's when I fix it. So at this rate, it will take 5 years to fix the entire library, but it's, at least then I don't feel like I'm using up an entire day or 2 on it.
Chaz approved.
Well, that's I'm trying to do it in the most Chaz approved way, and it works. 500 bits right now. Spellcom says people talk about the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, but considering the number of Christmas movies with Vanessa Hudgens, I'm proposing all the Christmas Netflix movies are in a shared universe. Vanessa Hudgens, cinematic universe. The VHCU. And then another message that says, no, but actually, VHCCU, Vanessa Hudgens Christmas Cinematic Universe is a thing. She just in like a ton of...
Yeah.
Did that KFC movie come out? Is that out now?
I think it was not yet. I think it's not out yet.
Oh, I thought it actually came out.
But I don't know.
I thought it came out.
Sunday.
Fire and Water says, I'm sorry, what? Yeah, if you missed it, we talked about it on Tuesday. There is it's Lifetime. It's a Lifetime original movie. It's apparently very short, thank God. And it's about Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders is the personal chef. Yeah, it's the recipe for seduction. Colonel Sanders is the chef for this really rich household, played by Mario Lopez. And the wife falls in love with the chef, I guess, is the story.
I've only seen this still image.
Chaz says, we can't talk about this on every breakfast stream. Chaz, we won't have to. It'll be out on Sunday.
So we'll talk about it Tuesday.
We'll talk about it Tuesday, and then we'll be done. It's important that people know about this. I'm doing free advertising for them. Also, I think I heard that it was like 15 minutes long.
Yeah, it is.
If that's true, the trailer, which is like a minute and a half long, has already shown you a fairly big majority of the film. Anyway, I just want everyone to know about it. I should be getting paid from Lifetime. Can you imagine if that was like part of if that was a sponsorship deal, if we just hawked like Lifetime movies? That would be a stretch for me to be like, yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, it's great. Now, there's a Lifetime movie. It's a Lifetime movie coming out.
8 a.m. Santa's coming.
Senior Rich from Kaze says, so if we are talking about it next week, are you going to watch it? If it was 15 minutes, I might actually watch. If it's available like on the internet.
Yeah.
Then
we don't have cable.
Yeah, I don't have cable, but if it's on the internet for free, I might actually watch it at 15 minutes, because that's a perfect amount for like, I'm having lunch and I'll catch it at lunch. And then I might be able to talk about it. So that's a plan. We'll watch it, and then I'll talk about it. So Chaz, we'll only talk about it one more time on Tuesday after I've seen it, and that'll be the plan. Can't wait to discuss seductive KFC movies, which is the most 2020 thing that I've ever said. Mike asked if we did have cable, and then they took it away. We had cable for like
a month.
I thought we had it longer than a month.
2 months maybe.
Yeah, we had cable when we moved in, because they're like, cable's part of the
HOA.
It's part of the HOA, and we didn't pay the HOA fees because we're renting. So we had cable, and then at some point, our
landlord.
It's like Mad Libs. Thank you. Our landlord was like, "Hey, we're not gonna pay this bill, so like, do you want cable?" And we're like, "No," and they're like, "Okay." And it's fine. We don't need it.
I don't know how
really
they get
used it.
around paying the HOA fee, but...
Oh, they're doing their, they're doing whatever they gotta do. Anyway, what announcements do we have for today? Pikmin.
I have no idea.
Another episode of Pikmin is out, so that's exciting. Stay tuned for that. Probably get the vlogs caught back up today. Was that 2? I think there's 2 to release. I don't have a 2018 one ready yet, so if that happens, it'll be a fun miracle. But I'm doing my best. At this point, like, my personal goal is to just like get March finished, because I really want to just be able to say there's 2 months left. Mm-hmm. Like there's April and May, and that's it. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm really trying to do. And also April is when the huge road trip starts. Yeah. April's going to be the hardest month to edit ever. There's so much footage in that month. It's going to take a while. But that's it.
That's it. Yep.
Okay. Thomas says, just skip it. Nope. Thomas is just saying, like, now that his vlog is out.
Chess is Breath of the Wild tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern we'll be, doing the Breath of the Wild thing.
Yeah.
Instinctive says, are you streaming reactions tonight, or are you going to record it like normal? Definitely not streaming. We'll just record it. It'll either be its own thing on Stephen Plays, or it'll be a part of the vlog for today. It'll probably depend on, like, maybe how long it is. I don't know. Does someone know exactly what time that's happening, by the way? Like, what time the Game Awards...
It's probably just happening during the Game Awards at some point. So, like, to catch it live is going to be rough unless you're watching the whole thing.
Yeah, I was just curious if someone knows... It starts at 7 Eastern. Puma says 6 Pacific. Jaboga said 7 Eastern. Those are wildly different times. 7 p.m. Eastern? Okay. Lots of people are saying 7 p.m., so I'm gonna say that it's 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Puma, you might have seen 6 Central, because that'll be the same time. Okay. 7 Eastern. Neat. We'll be done with driveway time by then, because we'll all be frozen. Mm-hmm. Especially if we start at 4:30. If we start at 4:30, by the time 7, comes, we'll be good. Lord Johnny, yeah, maybe. It's possible. I'm not gonna say no to you. It could happen. It would actually be kind of neat. But it'd have to start earlier. Is I could put it on the projector.
It doesn't start earlier. We'll all be frozen by then.
That's a shame.
I know.
If it started earlier, I could put it on the projector and we could watch it. But we're not going to do that because we'll be so cold.
Yes.
Ooh, any last predictions from 63 Phils? No.
No.
I had guessed previously for, who's the guy? Travis Touchdown. I had guessed that at some point, and then whether or not that still has any, basis in reality, I have no idea. I think Gino would be funny, but I think if they were going to legit do Gino, that would be the very last one. Very last one. Like, ha! But yeah, the real thing that I would love to see is either like Doom Guy or Master Chief, because those just don't... They feel like they don't fit. In a way that's even further beyond than like Steve, I feel like they don't fit, and I think that would be hilarious, but... Thanks, Jules. Alright, let's read these last few alerts, and then let's get on out of here. We have Wait, there's a few bagels in here. Proton Sleep Star Rain from Platinum Pikachu. And then a Tom Mouth.
Pelican Mouth.
Put bagel in Pelican Mouth from Shana. 303 from Pickletron with the Proton Bagel Star Rain. And then finally, 8 months at Tier 2 from Crimson 430. Thank you. And with that, I'm going to wrap it up here.
I have a meeting.
Yeah, Mal's got something she has to do anyway. And, let's all be excited for whatever happens in Smash, but also remember that, like, there's so many good characters.
Yeah.
Like, it's already a very complete game. I'm already satisfied no matter what happens. And especially with these DLC characters, it's always been fun. Like, even if it's not, like, the character you wanted from the series you wanted, like, what they've been doing with all the characters have been really fantastic from, like, a gameplay perspective. The mechanics are just... They come up with new stuff, and I think that's fun. All right, folks. Have a wonderful Thursday. Enjoy the Game Awards tonight if you're watching them. And then don't forget Pikmin later today. And, of course, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. And we only got 2 more until Christmas, because we're not going to be streaming on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So don't miss this one. I mean, you can if you need to, but, you know, try not to. It'll be good.